So other than the fact that you will get to call yourself Tampa Baker, what made you want to become a Buccaneer? I know that was reason number one for those of us who love puns and dad jokes, but other than that.
No, just the organization as a whole. From top down, just hearing how they run things. Obviously, success speaks for itself, the history of it, and obviously in recent years as well. Just wanted to be somewhere that knows how to do it well, and I'm excited about that. That there's still a lot of key pieces from the Super Bowl year, and it's exciting.
So if people were to run into you in Tampa, what is it that you think you'll be doing? What are the things that outside of football, who are you off the field, the things that you like to do in your spare time that would make Bucs fans most likely to run into you?
Now that it's the off season, I might have to run into people searching for my golf ball on a different hole. That'll probably happen.
One course over, maybe.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Or searching for the best Mexican food spot here in Tampa. So
nice. How about the fact that now I'm interviewing you on literally day one here, so I'm sure you are a total expert on all things Buccaneers at this point. But Coach Bowles, Coach Canales, what are your kind of first impressions? Either things you already knew about them before coming here, or in your brief meetings you've gotten to have so far?
Yeah, I know people that have been with Coach Canales, and everybody speaks so highly of him as a coach, but as the man off the field too, and just how he truly cares about making sure you grow off the field, helping you out in any way he can, being there for you, him and making their home available to come over there and just enjoy it. So it speaks very highly of him, some of the opinions I've heard from, but I also, it was impressive just to meet him in person today and respect him. And then I've known Coach Bowles since the draft process when he was with the Jets, and we were joking earlier that we finally get to work together now after all these years, but I'm looking forward to it, and he obviously presents a great challenge every day in practice running that defense.
I heard that at age 3 you were already telling your parents ESPN only. That was all you were willing to watch. First of all, you sound like a very bossy 3-year-old.
You did your research, yeah.
I tried. That is, first of all, very impressive. 3 years old, you're already like, look, I know what we're watching here, forget these cartoons. We're going straight sports. And around maybe even like 10, you're already just like building rosters of your friends and the teams you're playing on. Like, you sounded like a very serious, and it sounds like you might be going after Jason Light's job now, like already at the GM level here. So were you really this already obsessed with sports and football and knew this was where you wanted to be at, even 3, it sounds like?
Yeah, it was a Saturday morning. Looked at my dad, and he'd turn on the normal Saturday morning cartoons, and I told him, no, we're going to only watch SportsCenter from now on Saturday mornings, and I think he was like, yes.
Like the best kid ever.
Yeah, so it was probably highly encouraged, but yeah, I said it, and then I always used to just look at the sports page in the newspaper, and I was a baseball guy growing up, so I would know every batting average, all the winning percentages, everything when it came to baseball, and just as I grew older, I fell in love with football more and more, and yeah, I would been putting together backyard games. I would have the roster. I'd make the phone calls to have everybody come over. I was definitely the GM of our neighborhood.
It's like they were getting to hear their name called in the draft. Essentially, you were the Roger Goodell.
I was like, well, more like Jackie Moon. I was not only drafting, I was also playing and managing. Yeah.
Again, the control here. I'm sensing like this is what we're watching. This is who we're drafting. I like this. You're a man that knows what he wants. This also sounds a little bit like a recipe for a guy that has some chips on the shoulder. That like you'd be the guy that even if there wasn't one, you'd like invent one. Yeah. That you seem like the guy that would thrive under that. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah. To me, you have to be internally driven all the time, and so however I can find that motivation, I'm going to try and do it. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense to anybody else, but it makes sense for me, and that works.
We all learned that in The Last Dance. We heard Michael Jordan just making stuff up that wasn't even true that still worked for him. So whatever works. What are the earliest chips on your shoulder you remember, the things that you feel most shaped who you are now, the things that motivated you to get to where you are?
Not to harp on this poor guy, because I've mentioned him a couple times, but I had a health teacher. His name was Coach Woods in 6th grade, and we went through the class and like the standard, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said professional athlete, and he, for some reason, didn't tell the people that want to be doctors and lawyers no, but he had to stop me and say, do you know the percentages and how likely that is? And I was like, okay, first of all, I'm 10 years old. I hope you enjoy crushing 10-year-old dreams. But yeah, but that's one of those things that I hold on to, which probably shouldn't hold a grudge anymore. But it's, yeah, you have to hold those chips and however it motivates you. It's nothing personal, but however I can internally turn that into motivation, it works.
So for all the teachers out there, stop telling this to kids.
Just encourage.
Because then you'll be the one that years down the road, someone's saying it was this guy or this girl. So what would you say is how you have had teammates or coaches in the past, how would they describe you? How do you want your teammates and coaches here to describe you?
You know what, I'd hope they would say I'm very confident, but a very caring teammate. You know what, no matter what, I'm willing to do whatever for our teammates, and whatever we're trying to get done, winning, and however that's supposed to look like, I'm going to do it, and I'm willing to do that. And so that's what, you know, if at the end of my career I can have everybody say that, I'll be very proud of that.
What is your why? Whether it's the why for football, the why for off the field and life, for you, what gets you up in the morning? What's Baker Mayfield's why?
Great question. You know what, to me, it's been, to learn that why has been a process that I thought I was just living out a dream, but now it's become my platform to be able to inspire kids to live, you know what, a good Christian life, and be able to influence others and see how many people I can impact along this journey. So it used to be selfish reasons of living out my dream, but now there's definitely a greater impact that I can have.